Bokeh, everyone's go-to because they think it looks good. Bokeh today, definitely going to get some hate for this, but everyone shooting everything just wide open in general is a bit cringe. There are times and places for everything, just like anything, really. And I don't think it is subjective. I know there's this whole medium format look, which
Shit! Get it off me, Frost! Get it off!
I don't really think exists. If you look at the sort of, if you want to get really anal and look at everything, then it's just one of those things. It doesn't really exist. It's there. It's just the coin which has been termed and used for many things, but in actual fact, no. So everything shot at f2.8, 1.2, 1, whatever, and everyone goes on and bangs on about separation. And yeah, it can look good in some respects with certain things if you want subjects to pop. But in reality, using it at length doesn't work. And I know a lot of people actually just shoot everything at, you just see it in the forums and on things saying whatever the shutter is, ISO, and everything's like f1.2, f1.4. And in reality, when you're looking at stuff on social media, that's fine because you can't really see the context of it. And at a resolution of like 1920 or 2048, you can't really see the detail, and the drop off is so extreme, and you're looking at it on your phone or even on, a monitor, you're not really going to notice. But in actual fact, for instance, like I see it a lot on social media with food photography, people are still shooting the same. Because obviously, normally in these sort of circumstances, you're shooting in a restaurant, the lighting might not be perfect. And so rather than use a tripod, or you just sort of like bash through the work as quickly as possible, everyone just shoots at a really high f-stop. So what I do, and I'll put some images up. So recently I did some food photography, and I think I was shooting at f8, f10, and I was shooting on the GFX, so there is like a shallow depth of field. But you need context, you need detail, because you're not just shooting. Obviously you can see what's going on in the image, you can see like that it's a fish and there's veg and things like that, but you still need texture, because that's what you're selling the texture, the juice, the shine. You can almost like taste it through the lens. And it's the same with portraits as well. So many people shoot wide open and the tip of the nose is out of focus, completely blown out, part of the lips are, and they've just got a bit of context like on their eyeball, a bit of cheek, and that's in there. Everything else is blown out. And if you actually, when you sit and initially look at it, you think, oh yeah, it looks fine. But actually when you sit there and properly analyze what's going on, it doesn't work. It really, really doesn't. And that's because you need that texture. If your nose is out of focus and then everything from here back is blown out, it does look a bit bizarre, because at least from the nose back should be in focus. Same with food photography, and same with a lot of other things like product photography as well. So the whole premise of everyone just shooting wide open is a bit of a no-no. And if you look at commercial work again, you will see that things inherently, if they're not stacked, they are just in focus. So everything you do, and just like I did some a party the weekend, I shot everything at f3.5 or above, up to about 5.6, because again, you need like the person they're talking to in focus as well. Not all the time, but if it's a side shot or they're slightly behind them, it's good to have a bit of context to see both characters talking. or whatever they're doing when they're pouring wine. You need them in focus, the wine in focus, it's things like that. So these should be all go-to things that you should be looking for, whatever you do. Don't be lazy and just shoot at f1.2 all the time, or 1.8, or even f2. Think about context. It takes 5 seconds, bump the ISO up if you have to, and just shoot it properly. I will see you next time.